And now I would like to welcome up a couple of women who know Jimmy best, his two sisters, Sandy and Megan. And Jimmy, what I want to do is I'm going to have you move over just a hair because they're going to speak to you from right here.
Take the chair.
Yep, we're going to slide you over so they can talk to you. Everybody can see you right up front and center. So, you all can come right here and there's a lot of sibling rivalry in this family. We have all heard the banter. So we've all heard the banter for years about who's the favorite and who's Aunt Mary's favorite. So, yeah, here we go. So I am just here to set the record straight because I know I'm the favorite. Uncle Bird gave me some insight, so I know, as Uncle Bird said, you know, Jimmy's charming and he has the gift of gab. Some might even say that he's a schmoozer. Sandy, however, is the popular one. She's what I heard, and we know because she was homecoming queen. And I'm going to share with you.
And it got me so far.
The two of you just need to accept it. Megan is the smartest.
Yes, yes.
I mean, she's a teacher and now she's a principal and she went to App State. So
that's right.
Yeah,
Go Mount Megan.
she's the smartest. And I will now turn the program over to you.
Is this mic
I'll
on
let
here?
the oldest go first.
Thank you.
Let's see. Hold this one. There we go. Think you keep yours up there.
Mine's good.
Is it okay? Is this one good?
Go ahead and talk. Let's see.
Is this good?
Good?
Mine's good.
Nope. Okay, as they said, I am the oldest. Jimmy is the middle child. And then we have baby sister Megan. But thank you all for coming and helping us celebrate him tonight. Everybody in here, I don't know if you realize, you know, just how judgmental, very opinionated. You need to listen to the words I'm describing.
Knock this out.
Yeah, we want to hear this.
Move over to this one.
Okay.
You can repeat those two after.
I will. I'm going to make sure.
Use this mic. Just use this mic. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, most people know that he is very opinionated, very judgmental,
Speak up, he can't hear you.
There you go.
Jimmy can't hear you.
and hardly tolerates anyone that does not think like him. But
Being wrong.
I'm going to take you back to the days that he was a little boy, sweet boy, meek, mild, but earned the name Crybaby. Cried a lot. First of all, I had no earthly idea. I was 2 years old. I had no earthly idea that my world was going to be blown apart until this screeching, crying little baby showed up out of nowhere. I have no earthly idea where he came from. But like I say, I was only 2, woke up, didn't know where he was from, didn't know how he got there. But I remember the first day that he ever went to school, he would, when I started, he would make sure he kissed me every morning before I left and got on the bus. He would. That was a sweet thing. It was a sweet thing. But on the first day of his school year, first of all, my mother made sure we were dressed properly and appropriately. And I know a lot of you will remember the crinolines that we wore, that our mothers starched, and it made our dresses, instead of like this, it made them like a debutante. So I looked like a debutante and had my little sweet brother. The bus pulls up, I go to get on, Jimmy takes off down the road, running, screaming, crying. So I'm having to run after him, catch him, drag him back to the bus. By the time I got back to the bus, my starched crinoline had fallen and my dress was down to my ankles. But he was crying. Let's see, I've got my notes here. Because there's so many of those little things where he cried. Okay.
He still cries.
Yeah, he still cries. Yeah, I had to drag him back. And my mother had said before we left, you make sure you take care of him at school and you watch out for him. I said, okay. So I did. I got him on the bus. When we got to school that first day, somehow he was unable to give me a kiss before we went to our classes. I had this teacher, I will not call her by name because a lot of you have had her. A schoolmate or classmate brought him to my room and told me, my teacher, he's upset because he's not got to kiss his sister bye. He was crying. And so my teacher said, take him back to class. We're not having that. Well, the next day, his teacher brought him to my class and said, he is going to kiss you because he cried all day long in our class. So I said, suits me fine, but I had a mean teacher that year. Let's see. Oh, and every time we were on, not every time, but a lot of the time we would be on the playground, and here would come this little crying boy with dirt running down his face, tears running down his face, because somebody was mean to him and was talking ugly to him and bullying him, and I needed to do something about it. So I did. I went up, this happened about 3 or 4 times, and I'd walk up to the little thing and I'd say, leave my brother alone. And I'd slap him, or I'd hit him, until one day he did that, and I went to he showed me who the boy was. I went up to him, I hit him, but he had a jacket that had a zipper, and the thing was that big, and he hit me in the back of the head with it. I started bleeding. Our principal, Mr. Horton, had to take me home. But on the way home, he said, you know, you went after those because they were bullying him, but you're the bigger bully because you've gone and hit all these. So that from that day on, I thought, well, he can just fight his own battles. I'm tired. I'm worn out. Hey, we getting to the bottom. You started this.
You're fine.
Oh, you another crying incident. I mean, he was crybaby. We knew we were going to have a new baby in our family, and we were so excited. Of course, he was wanting a brother, and I was wanting a sister. So the bus pulls up, and Mom's not there, and we said, So my Aunt Hazeline was there, and I got off first, and I said, has she had the baby? And she said, yes, and it's a girl. Well, I got off, and Jimmy, books just flew everywhere, and he flung himself to the ground, scratched his chin up. He did not want a little, he did not want a little sister. But he cried, and he cried all night, and he cried, I know, for the next week. So that's why I always just said, well, he's just a crybaby. Just a crybaby. But he became known as the Golden Boy. So, last of all is the Christmas play. We were in a Christmas play at church. Jimmy had a part that he had to take a drink of water and say his...
Baby Jesus was.
No, you're not baby Jesus. I was married though. Anyway, he was to drink this water. Well, there was a little sick child there. And I know y'all have known like sick children with their runny noses and how it gets grimy, crusty, everything. Well, this child's mother was dipping this little handkerchief into this glass of water and was wiping the baby's nose, wiping it, cleaning it, put it back. She did it a couple of times. So it became Jimmy's turn to do his part. As he goes to get the water, about 6 people rushed and said, "No, you cannot have that water." He starts sobbing because he can't do his part. So you see where I'm coming from as far as crybaby. But I have to say, what a special brother I'm so blessed with. God looked down from the heavens and saw the obstacles that he would go through. And he said, you know what? I'm going to get him through those and past those obstacles, but I'm going to make him a strong man, a kind man, a loving man, a generous man, and a success to show others around. Anybody can do it if they give their all. You're wonderful. Fry baby.
Some things never change, do they? So I'm Jimmy's baby sister. If you don't remember, I'm the smartest one in the family, as recognized by my dad, by
But
our
the one
dad.
he didn't want.
I'll get you better. I'll get you better.
I wanted you.
So Valerie said that this was, or Dee Dee said this is a variety show. So Valerie did the singing so eloquently, Valerie.
Yes.
So I decided we need some creativity. So I put my speech into a poem. Now, it's kind of cheesy. It doesn't always rhyme, so don't be grading me on this poem. So Jimmy, my brother, let's celebrate your special today. I won't ask you to dance. Some of us know that you have 2 left feet. But sit back, relax, and enjoy this poetic treat. It's called Ode to Jimmy. I love Jimmy. He's my bro. To know him is to love him, as all of us here today definitely know. His political knowledge has brought him far and taught him how to play the game, from magistrate to entrepreneur. He's a yellow dog Democrat, full of pride and with no shame. He is always generous and kind. He loves a good joke. He has lots of wit, with a great sense of humor and a very sharp mind. He has all the latest gadgets. Pardon me. He loves Harbor Freight and Lowe's and solar lights and cords. I could go on and on about them. Simply put, he has gadgets galore. His mind never isn't working, always new projects and ideas, including his American experience, Oval Office, planes, JFK project, and in his mind, new ideas always lurking. And the one he is most proud of in his legacy is the Workers' Legacy Project that you'll hear about more later on. He loves life to its fullest each and every day and includes those in his adventures and friends in every way. Jimmy is a mama's boy.
Yeah.
It's easy to see. So much love between them. She loved him so much more than Sandy and me.
I
I finally confessed that I realized it.
She did.
Mom always talked about winning the lottery. When we asked her, Mom, what will you do with all that money? She replied, well, that's just stupid. Of course, I'm gonna first take care of Jimmy, my favorite honey. Well, hell, said Sandy and I. That leaves nothing for us. His positive attitude permeates us, for with each of us, Jimmy stands tall, as a role model for all to emulate, because as a brother, he is truly great. Jimmy goes by many titles: son, brother, cousin, partner. He loves his role of uncle, but his nieces and nephews refer to him as their funkle. When I think about my life without Jimmy, gone would be so many national political conventions, trips to see Garrison Keillor. Oh, what a weekend we had on a trip to Minnesota. Garrison Keillor, and of course, too many fun times to mention. I'm almost done. Jimmy is my lifesaver too. More than once I made some bad choices in life and bad decisions, but every time Jimmy came to my rescue. Our very first meeting, as the story goes, was you sitting at my crib crying tears of woe. I'm sorry I wasn't a little brother with a baseball and a glove, but I'm certain I said I wasn't gonna cry. That you and being my brother was divine intervention from above.
Absolutely.
I can only hope that over the years, your tears I changed to joyful tears. You're a rich man to have so many friends, but you have made all of us richer by being a friend and brother and uncle and giver and cousin, and so it goes on and on. Happy celebration.